It turns out the new census report is out, and the Republicans are going to think,
the storm is coming.
because here comes the Latinos! 11 million Latinos cast votes in last year's election. That is a very high number, of course, higher than it used to be. In fact, 1.4 million voters more since 2008. So that's a significant increase. Now, the Republicans understand that this storm is coming, so of course they're trying to prevent the storm. And there's guys like Mike Lee, who's a Republican from Utah, a Tea Party guy, and he says, look, don't get me wrong. I want to have some undocumented immigrants in the country, and I want to prevent others from coming in. And so I'm going to make an exception here on some of the E-Verify system. So is he not merciful? These are the people that he is allowing into the country, okay? But meaning like these are the jobs they can have. They cannot have any other jobs according to one of the bills that Mike Lee is proposing. Cooks, waiters, butlers. I love how the Republicans think that there are still butlers.
It's a growth industry.
Right, okay, yeah. Housekeepers, governesses. I didn't know there was governesses around. Okay, the Von Trapp family is going to be psyched.
Yeah.
Okay, maids, valets, babysitters. These, I guess, all the things that Republicans
valets. I mean, who has a valet?
Well, you missed cobblers and apothecaries. They can be those as well.
No, they got those, but they're not allowed.
Well, they can be apprentices, maybe.
Right. We continue. Janitors, laundresses, furnacemen. Okay, caretakers, handymen, gardeners, footmen. You need footmen.
Right.
I don't know what they do, but they're either on foot or they're taking care of your feet.
And then President Madison went into the House
and said, "I do declare a nice job, Mr. Footman." Okay,
this is crazy.
Grooms. I don't know if brides are allowed, but grooms are
allowed. Yeah.
You know what that's for, though, right?
No, I don't.
Horses.
It's for horses.
Yeah.
Oh, this is the Mitt Romney bill.
Exactly.
Okay,
Yeah.
oh, great.
Yeah.
And we also have chauffeurs of automobiles for family use. That is still allowed. Now, if you're using it for business, oh, please, not allowed.
Yeah.
So, but look at how demeaning this is. These are the immigrants that are allowed. You can
Not
get
just
those jobs.
This harkens back to Reconstruction, and when they were freeing the slaves initially during Emancipation, they would say, well, the good blacks, we're going to keep some of the good blacks in the South to do some of the jobs, but we're going to have to pay them a little bit now. And so it's the exact same thing. The good Latins will let in to clean our horses, but other than that, we're out.
So, gee, I wonder why the Republicans can't get Latino votes.
Yeah.
They're saying, well, look, are we not merciful? We're going to let you be our gardeners and our governesses.
I wonder if this bill actually comes as a result of that $10 million on Latino outreach they were going to put forward for the next election.
It could be. And Jamel Bowie had an article in the American Prospect, I think it was last week, that talked about the changing Latino vote. It made me think that the Republicans should play a long game with the Latino vote, because at a certain point, because of intermarrying that's going to happen 2-3 generations away, the same way the Italian vote isn't the Italian vote anymore. People stopped identifying. People on their censuses were filling out that they were white rather than Latin if their grandparents were Mexican but married a Mexican white. So there's a reason for the Republicans to actually look at the Latino vote as something that could help them as people become more upwardly mobile. But this is the exact opposite of what they should be doing, and every time they do something this dumb on this issue, it just makes me smile. But I can't believe it either, because they're ordinarily so smart about this stuff.
Yeah, well, the storm is apparently going to be even larger when it comes. And by the way, don't worry, that one of the other ways they're going to fix it, guys, is that Ted Cruz is now their new star Republican senator from Texas, and he's Latino, so mission accomplished. So what's Ted Cruz's amendment?
He was born in Canada.
Yeah, so it helps with the Canadian vote a lot too.
Huge,
right?
yeah.
So what's his big contribution to this immigration bill? Because that's Mike Lee's amendment. Ted Cruz also has an amendment. It bans all pathways to citizenship. Even the governesses are out. The footmen are out.
Yeah.
Everyone is out. So look, we have our Latino star who hates Latinos even more than the non-Latinos do.
But it's an immigration bill. That's what it's at its core.
None of it.
No citizenship.
Well, who's going to buttle for me now, though?
Yeah, that's
if
a good
this doesn't
point,
go through. I don't know.
You'll have to just get some white butler from Texas.
Yeah.
Yeah, and finally, there was one other Republican amendment to the immigration bill that was noteworthy. they said, well, okay, fine. How about we allow people in the country who are really, really rich? Okay, I didn't see that coming.
Oh, really?
It requires undocumented immigrants who apply for citizenship to have an income 4 times the poverty line. Okay, now it's not absurdly wealthy, but basically they're saying like, well, if you got money, don't get me wrong, you're more likely to vote for us. So welcome to America. Papers or not, you don't need papers.
Yeah.
That's for butlers.
And look, it's racist, obviously. It's also racist. But if you combine this with what we heard, I forget if it was, I think it might have been Gingrich or one Republican politician recently put across that bill that, if young students in elementary school, if they want like free lunches or if they want student aid, they should have to be janitors in the schools.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't
New
remember
Gingrich,
that.
yeah.
That was
New
good,
Gingrich, okay,
yeah.
yeah. I mean, the idea is that we see these incoming immigrants historically in a historical lens of they will make our country better. Maybe not immediately in the first year, but they come in, they bring new ideas, they innovate, and the next generations will be stronger as a result of this influx of new ambitious blood. That's historically how America has worked. But they can't see that. They see it at probably parasites, but if not parasites, maybe they can buttle or they
Right.
can groom my horse.
But they look different and they speak a different language, which is totally at odds with the sort of white patrician old, WASP blood that was in America to begin with. So it's the same thing over and over again. It's the same people that didn't want to free the slaves. It's not. I'm not likening it to that, but the mentality is somewhat similar.
Yeah. And look, when they think of immigrants and they think of Latinos, they think,
The storm is coming.